Good morning, everyone. How are you today? We begin another week. And I'm so happy that I can be talking to you. And I trust all is well, that you had a good weekend. How was your weekend? Good? And I had a blessed weekend. I'm taping this on a Monday, just a little bit behind the date that it's going to appear. And thank you for the notes and letters I've gotten, emails that these daily devotions are a blessing to you. So we are in, oh, by the way, I got to say it again. You got to download, you got to go to Spotify or iTunes. Here's the deal. It's called A Night of Worship, the Brooklyn Tabernacle. It has been out for a while now, but it is blessing people literally around the country. We're getting responses and reports. Boy, that song helped me. That song encouraged me. That song helped me to worship God. That song, this other one, helped me refocus on the Lord. So use music like I do. I recommend it. Many times I'm alone with the Lord and I put on a song that I can sing along with, or I can just listen to the lyrics. My wife wrote a song many years ago. I've been listening to it lately. None of you know it. It was on a singer's album back in the day. I just listening to these words. It's so simple. Jesus, be praised. Jesus, be praised. All of heaven and earth declare your name, and let Jesus Christ be praised. May Jesus be praised as we read from the book of Galatians. We're in chapter 6, verse 4. Remember one we've just read, carry each other burdens, and in this way you'll fulfill the law of Christ. If anyone thinks they're something when they are not, they deceive themselves. Self-deception is a problem with all of us. We think we're something we're not. Each one should test their own actions. Then they can take pride in themselves alone without comparing themselves to someone else. For each one should carry their own load. That's a very complex verse. And the commentators are a little bit in disagreement of where has Paul picked up on this previous thought about restoring a brother or sister who's been caught in a sin. Make sure you be careful. You could be tempted. And remember what we covered. You could be tempted to think you're self-righteous, because you see somebody who's really fallen by the wayside. But test your own actions. Don't take pride in the fact that a brother has fallen or a sister and then compare yourself. Well, I'm not like them. No, compare yourself alone with God and see what he says as you wait on him and read his word. Anybody can compare themselves to someone else, and usually we pick people that we know aren't extra special in their walk with the Lord, and then we go, see, I don't do that. Come on now, I'd never do that. What do you think, I'm a pagan? Paul says, don't do that. Don't compare yourself horizontally. Get alone with the Lord today and say, Lord, how do you see me? Don't compare yourself with one another. That's a form of not testing yourselves, their own actions. Then they can take pride in themselves alone without comparing themselves to someone else. That is something in us, isn't it? That pride in us. We want to look good. So we look at people that we know are just stumbling or not even Christian. I'm not like that. But that's not how the Lord's going to look at you and me. He's not going to compare me with another preacher. He's going to review me and you according to the light that we have and by our own actions. Forget what someone else did. How about you? So even though we should restore someone carefully and gently if they mess up, we shouldn't use that as a springboard to make ourselves look good because someone else has fallen into hard times. So our own actions, at the end of the day, it is a good thing to just say, how did I talk today? What did I do today? Who did I run into today? How did I treat them? Not what Mary did and Bob did. Remember Jesus at the end of his life in John, we find this only in the book of John. Jesus said something and Peter misunderstood it like it was that John would be still living, John the apostle, the disciple, he'd still be living when Christ returned. Well, that wasn't true. But Peter got all up in a huff about John. And Jesus said this, what is that to you? You follow me. How I deal with another of my disciples, what would that be your business, Peter? We do get to be busybodies, don't we? How about her? Why did she get that? Why is he called on to do that? You and I don't have to answer to that. That's important for me as a minister. I hear really good ministry and preachers who can certainly out-preach me. And I read about tons of great men and women of God. And then you can run into someone who's not even preaching true doctrine. And if you're not careful, you take your eyes off yourself in terms of being with the Lord and reviewing yourself. Forgive us our trespasses, like, God, what have I done wrong? Not what did somebody else do wrong. So let's refocus today. Let's get our eyes off of other people and what they're doing or not doing. No, but I see through that person. Well, how about seeing through yourself? That goes from me. Look in the mirror. You don't have to be checking everyone else out. Look in the mirror. And you know what? Once you get in God's presence, this is one of the ways that people who have really spent time with the Lord. They are very slow to be making personal judgments on people because they've been with the Lord and they've ended up saying, like Isaiah in Isaiah 6, woe is me. Not woe are you, woe is me. When we're quick to just nitpick and that saying in Argentina about a super hypercritical person, they're looking for the hair on the egg, they say in Spanish, because an egg, the shell, has microscopic hairs. So when people are always judging someone else, they go, in Spanish, I can't say it, he looks for the hair on the egg. Forget the hair on someone else's egg. Isn't it enough to just, Lord, it's me standing in the need of prayer? Not my brother, not my sister. It's me. Let's walk in humility today. Help everyone we can, but at the end of the day, let's get with the Lord and say, Lord, show me my ways. Teach me where I'm failing you and give me more grace so that I can bring honor to your name. See you tomorrow. Blessings.